Staying safe online requires being vigilant at all times because it is so easy to become a victim of a phishing trap, which is usually the start of a hacking process. Here are some tips to help you keep safe online. Number 1, never click on a link in an email or a text message to visit a website where you would have to enter your personal details, i.e. your financial services account details. Number 2, ensure you have a good antivirus protection on your system, and if you can get one that offers extended browser protection, then it's all good. Now this is because some sites are usually set up to distribute malwares, and visiting them alone is enough to get you infected. Number 3, if a site requires you to enter those very private details like your username and password, then you must ensure that it has a secured connection, which means that the address, that's the URL, must start with HTTPS. Otherwise, please walk away. Number 4, control your eyes. Okay, I know this sounds funny, but it's the truth. Video scams are extremely popular. You probably have come across videos on the internet that flashes around and shows you that it's a shocking video or other kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Now, to watch those kind of videos, it will ask you to download an update for your video player. And of course, the moment you do that, you have downloaded a virus. So watch only videos on popular video sites. Number 5, it's a simple one, but you have to look out for the right extension because you might be tricked to land on a domain like mymy.kk, whereas the real domain is mymy.com. So you must be careful of deceptive domain names that might trick you if care isn't taken. Finally, don't be tricked into winning some exotic gift for doing next to nothing. Remember, if it's too good to be true, then it probably isn't. However good these tips may be, they are certainly not foolproof. I would love to end this segment by letting you know that if a hacker has done his job right, detecting a malicious site won't be so easy. That is why you need to stay vigilant and also watch Tech Trends for more of these tips.
ThinkPad X1 Carbon Ultrabook 3rd generation is an offshoot of the 2nd generation ThinkPad, which had a number of awesome features. The 3rd generation comes with the improved X1 Carbon, that is a 3rd iteration of the popular Carbon series, but this time incorporating feedback from user, incorporating essential technologies that makes it a system with legendary usability and uncompromising performance. We start with the design. It comes with a weight of 1.408 kilogram. The X1 Carbon seems to be the lightest 14-inch Ultrabook. Besides, it has a sleek ultra-portable body with a top metal hybrid design. It features 2 USB 3.0 port, proprietary ThinkPad Ethernet adapter port, combined 1-link dock port and charging port, HDMI, 3.5mm combo audio, micro SIM tray and Kensington lock. Its connectivity is, however, not top of its class, as we expected an SD card reader and certainly a 3rd USB port like some of its major competitors. And also it can be difficult to attach a larger USB device and an Ethernet cable adjacent to it because the space between the port is somewhat small. The X1 Carbon's 14-inch HD 2560 by 1440 display is fortified with the IPS touch panel with an anti-glare coating. Its screen resolution and size offers it a density of about 210 ppi. That is definitely adequate for practical purposes. However, it is inferior to that of some competitors. Example, the 276 ppi of XPS 139343. The panel reveals a brilliant brightness distribution of 95% on a brighter note, but on average it only manages 245.6 CD, which hardly compares to the best and brightest panels from competitors at 252.7 CD. Even at the lowest spectrum, the X1 Carbon still boasts of Intel Core i5-5200U. The CPU has a clock rate fluctuating between 2.3 GHz and 2.9 GHz single core, built on the Broadwell architecture. The The X1 Carbon performance seems lively and efficient throughout the day. Example, the PC Mark 8. The X1 Carbon shows a good result of 2778 compared to its major competitors such as Pt.3 and MacBook Air that have recorded 2582 and 2584 respectively. Moreover, in the PC Mark 7, it scored 4943, slightly above Pt.3's 4934 and nearly equal to MacBook Air 13's 5012. As mentioned above in the introduction, the main input devices are the keyboard. The third generation keyboard is back to normal, unlike the second generation's obtuse layout. Indeed, the practical quality of the keyboard has remained superb. About the touchpad and track point, the third generation X1 Carbon boast has added two conventional mechanical buttons above the touchpad, which can be used by both the touchpad and the track point. X1 Carbon featured a touchscreen display that is well responsive and comfortable to operate. With the anti-reflective film that covers the panel's surface, it makes it easy to clean fingerprints and fluid finger gliding. Finally, the Lenovo X1 Carbon 3rd generation gets a pass mark here. Despite the display downsides and slight improvement on GPU performance, low noise levels and cooler temperature from its predecessor, it has shown impressive response for stress tests and has good speakers, even though battery runtime and CPU performance hasn't changed from the second generation. Its lightweight and thinness are indisputably manageable.